going on, YouTube? My name is Grant. It is August 6th, and the reason I'm recording is because I just recently underwent a UCL repair, so Tommy John surgery. I am a pitcher, and I was just thinking about recording and kind of tracking my progress, but also to kind of show a full year of what the rehab's like, starting from the very beginning. So this past August is when I actually hurt myself. So I was just pitching, warming up. I didn't really feel anything was off. When I went in the game, I pitched about an inning and a third. So the first inning was fine. Something felt a little tight, I guess you would say, in my elbow. I kind of stretched it out in between innings, hoping I'd fix it. Then I went out for the next, third of an inning, and I ended up walking the guy. So I guess it was one inning, I didn't record that out, but, I threw 4 straight balls, and, I got this kind of burning sensation in my elbow, and I had to actually pull myself from the game because it was just, the pain was too severe. So I talked with my coach and even the trainer there at the game, and they said that it was a possible tendonitis issue, the flexor tendons in my elbow. And I thought, okay, that's not too bad. You sit out for a month or two, let the inflammation go down. But I wanted to go see a doctor before I went back to school, just so that I could make sure on what I was dealing with, making sure it was tendonitis or what it was. And, the news came back after an MRI, and I had a complete tear in my UCL. So the news when the doctor walked in was pretty devastating. I knew that it is a 12-month rehab process, so I knew right when he said that I would be out this entire season, which is, unfortunate, but good things come out of it. You just have to stay positive throughout the entire injury. I've dealt with injuries before, so I know how to stay positive. You just really have to go day by day and feeding yourself positive thoughts, because you are going to have bad days. There are going to be days where, you feel kind of depressed, upset, why did this happen, sad, especially at practices when all you want to do is just get back out there on the field. And I think that it's important to just feed your mind positive thoughts all the time, whether you're dealing with an injury or not, but this is just my experience. So I get back to school about a month later, so September 25th is when I had surgery, so I'm about 11 days out right now as I'm recording this at a post-op. So there was a 100% tear, and the doctor said it was clean, which is a good sign. So they take a palmaris tendon, which is a genetic tendon in your wrist. I will put the images above on what they are, just so you guys know, between the palmaris and the plantaris. So I unfortunately did not have a palmaris in my wrist. So they took a plantaris tendon. These are genetic tendons that took the plantaris that was in my ankle, and they basically cut it in half and prepped it for the surgery. And post-op, they had me on a numb block and everything, so it was interesting. But nonetheless, it was a very invasive surgery, I'd say, like a 6-inch scar here. But the good thing is so I was in a hard cast for about 6 days, and this past Monday, they actually put me in this, which was very surprising. I got put in this way quicker than I thought I would, which was good. That way I could work on my flexion and extension, and surprisingly, I had more flexion and extension, able to bend and straighten a little bit more than I thought I'd be able to, which was a good sign. Anyways, so I come back from surgery, and that same Monday, they had me. They gave me 4 rehab exercises, which is also a surprise to me because I thought I'd be out for a couple weeks before I'd even start this stuff, and it's been 6 days, so that's really great. The way the process is moving, it's moving a little bit quicker than I thought it'd be. I need to work on my extension. I'm about at 40 degrees extension, and I need to get to 30 within the next week or two. So that's my goal as of right now, to hit that 30-degree mark without having to push my arm to it. So I'll show you. I'm gonna commentate over the rehab exercises. Actually, they're very simple. They are just 2. I do flexion, bending, and straightening in this brace, this arm ranger right here, and then I take this off. I do the same thing, so bending and extending my elbow without it, and I try to really push my elbow more towards my shoulder this way. That way I can, push myself further than 110 degrees that it has me on bending. So that's good, working towards that. And then I also have a little forearm exercise, just doing that with my forearm, just to fire the muscles in there. And then I have kind of an internal rotation on my elbow as well. So there are just 4 exercises, and like I said, I'm have them in this video prior to this. But it's really just important to take it one day at a time, because it is a long rehab process. And the great thing also is that I just got released to start lifting again on my legs, even though I've been feeling some stiffness from that plantaris tendon getting removed. The doctor said that it would go away pretty easily once I start lifting on it again. So I can do body weights and squats with a safety bar. It's this big bar that has padding kind of on these 2 bars that come way over your shoulders, so you can balance it, so that I don't have to stress kind of putting my arm up on a conventional squat bar. So that's awesome. I can start working my legs more, getting back in the weight room, because it's been a while. It's been 11 days, and that's been one of the hardest things, is especially being a baseball player. You're in the gym a lot. You're working on explosion and really just anything that you can work on. And I would be working out 4 or 5 days a week right now, because we're in off season, and I haven't been able to do that. So that's been the hardest thing, and what I've been working towards. So that's great. I'll show you videos of my lifting progress as well as rehab progress, and I'll get as much footage as I can. I'm probably not going to be able to film in our training room or team weight room, unfortunately, unless they tell me otherwise, but probably not going to be able to get any footage from that. So a lot of my footage is going to probably come here from my room on the rehab side of things, maybe even at the rehab center that they have me at for the next 6 weeks or so. But so that's basically the video. I just wanted to discuss it, kind of show you guys where I'm at right now, 11 days. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys my progress, and I will see you in the next one.